What is your obligation to your Christian brother or sister who may have a different cultural background, have differing views on what we call Christian liberty issues, makeup, jewelry, places of entertainment, can I have wine, can I not have it? Even probably some things would be dress codes, but we know no matter what you dress like, it should be modest. We know we have that as an absolute. But listen to what he says in Romans 14. Let me pick up verse 19. Let us therefore make every effort to do what leads to peace and to mutual edification. Do not destroy the work of God for the sake of food. And what is the work of God he's talking about? The work of God in a fellow believer. Do not do anything that could ruin what God's doing in a believer. All food is clean. Wow, this is mind-blowing. You couldn't say this in Leviticus 11. You couldn't say this to Moses. But he is declaring all food is clean. That is an astounding statement. But it is wrong for a person to eat anything that causes someone else to stumble. Now look at there. The knowledge is this food is amoral. It has no moral value, right or wrong. But if I do it knowing that what I'm eating will shock the believer I'm with, go across their scruples and their understanding, he said, there is my fault. If I do it not with love, not with consideration of that brother, forget the food. Sometime today everybody's saying, oh, we've got all these liberties. I'm free to do this. I'm free to... You never hear people talk about, I'm restrained in what I do because I want to have an impact on you. You are more valuable to me than my liberties, than what I can do, what I can eat. You see, there's some music I can listen to that I know I could not have certain people in the room. They couldn't listen to it. There might be some kinds of fun, just life. But there's some people have so many scruples, you just know you can't do it around them. They'd be stumbled. They'd be hurt. And so he says, be aware of that. It is better not to eat meat or drink wine or do anything else that will cause your brother or sister to fall. So whatever you believe about these things, keep between yourself and God. Blessed is the one who does not condemn himself by what he approves. But whoever has doubts is condemned if they eat, because their eating is not from faith. In other words, you must be convinced this is okay in God's sight. And everything that does not come from faith is sin. If you're in doubt, don't. If you're not certain, don't. It's better to do your homework and get the biblical knowledge before you proceed. If you don't know if you ought to go steady with that girl or that guy, don't. If you don't know you ought to go to that place, don't. Don't take the chance of sinning. Don't take the chance that the Spirit of God may be grieved. If you have questions about it, doubts about it, pray till God gives you peace. Study His Word and see what God says on the subject. Don't move in your doubts. I have to do this as a preacher. I'm not allowed to preach my doubts. I must preach the certainties of God's Word.